Welcome to Daily Bible Miles. They were talking about Matthew 3:13 through 17. Jesus went to go get baptized by John. John claimed to Jesus that he was unqualified to do this baptism because he should be baptized by Jesus, not the other way around. Jesus told him this was necessary to fulfill righteousness. Jesus got baptized, and as he was coming out the water, the spirits of heaven opened up, and then a voice from heaven said, "This is my son, whom I love. With him I am well pleased." Obviously, it's a supernatural event. This isn't what you should expect for your baptism or anything close to that. This is Jesus' baptism. He's still well pleased with you. He still loves you, but this is him and his body, and it was giving credibility. But in my baptism, I felt that weight, the burdens of life, the temptations, the need to be perfect kind of lift away from me. I still have struggle, I still have all these things, but the intensity that they bring was dulled because God became sharper in my life. My Since then, I've been able to do more and follow God easier. It was easier for me to go and find God. It was easier for me to go and look at it. So I recommend, once you're ready, within time, baptism is very important. It's not necessary. It's not essential to get to heaven because it talks about that later in the Bible. But baptism allows you to take the official choice to follow God. And then another thing I think we should take a notice of when John used his gift to set the path for God that he was groomed to do and God made him to do, he was afraid. He was afraid. You're going to be afraid when you follow God. You're going to be afraid when you do what you're supposed to do. You're going to be afraid because you're not going to do things that, for me, it was hard to make these videos. You're going to be afraid to find what God has up for you. You're afraid when you push yourself in the right direction. Progress is scary at times. You're afraid of success sometimes. You're afraid to do what you're supposed to do. And it's in the Bible. He took a lot of risk. He was the courageous man, but he was afraid. I would Being afraid isn't a bad thing, and being afraid is part of being human. Jesus was afraid at times, I believe. It's okay to be afraid, but you have to overcome your fears. You have to get over that hump and take risk. God didn't make you not have to take risk. You still have to take risk to do what He wants to do for your life. You got to take a leap of faith. In order to take that leap of faith, you have to take a first step. Just take one step and see how it goes. Dip your toes in the water and then fully jump. Because God has His life out there waiting for you. All you have to do is take one step at a time.